This year marks the 150th commemoration since the massacre, a systematic genocide of the Yabara people by police colonists over the 3-year period in retaliation for the murder of a police constable and his aide, Aboriginal aide.
I'm pleased to be here as your local member and on behalf of the Minister of Aboriginal Affairs, the Honourable Ben Wyatt, MLA. I would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of this land, the Yabara people who we are honouring this morning, and I would also like to acknowledge the Nalama people and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. We are standing here in one of our country's greatest heritage sites. This great outdoor art gallery, with what is believed to be the world's largest collection of rock art. This annual service in this special place remains an important commemoration to the Yabara people. We need to continue to highlight both the beauty of this ancient rock art and the natural landscape, as well as highlight the events of 1868. To residents, visitors, to give them an accurate portrayal of our shared history and honor the traditional owners of this remarkable land.
So the situation was bad. We have the incident where Coulibaly was chained by the neck here and released by the rest of the mob, and that led to the ensuing what we call Flying Foam Massacre. Interestingly enough, here at King Bay was where the worst atrocities occurred. Flying Foam, you could say, was men against men trying to escape. Here it was a captive group of women and children and old men who were literally, using modern terminology, mowed down. And I don't think we can ever forget that.
Today, as we stand here, we're on Yabara land, a magnificent people who still exist through their descendants today, but who have suffered greatly in what happened 150 years ago in the months of February to May in 1868. The Yabara, apparently a tall and handsome people, suffered more than most at the hands of the British settlement that started here in 1863. There were weeks and weeks of relentless hunting as the white settlers tried to gun down every man, woman and child of the Yabara race. It is one of the great blots on our nation and on the British people themselves that this has happened. However, the Yabara have left their descendants, and today we have people who can still trace their ancestry through Mervyn Lowe, Willie Cooper, Alf Bunna, Woggy, Taparinya, Panton, Eva, Mabel, Jessie, Toby and others.
I've been very privileged to have been working with Tom Garra, who's a historian from the eastern states, on what actually happened here. We've now discovered most of the names of the people who were either incarcerated or shot down here, which were the men, women and children, or further up in Flying Foam and over at Hearson's Cove, which was mainly the males. We don't know the exact number. Scholl, in his report to the Governor, said there were possibly 10 people. We do know that skulls of at least 25 people were shown later on, which were taken from this area and shown in Roban. Those are the things that we actually need to do. We need to actually end up having treaties. There are 90 nations here in Western Australia, and we need to have, as in America, treaties with every single one of those nations. It is not fair in this day and age that we as colonisers consider to move Aboriginal culture and Aboriginal heritage to one side. We have the industry around us that are polluting at an incredible level. They are destroying the rock art. the very soul and essence of the Yabarara people. We've got two names around here, Withnell and Shoal. They need to be removed. I have written to the Mayor asking him to remove the name of Shoal Street in Roebourne. That is highly offensive.
As well.
Sorry?
It's in
And St George's Terrace. Anyway, thank you.